Mike, would you say John gave you what you needed today from him out on the hill?
Yeah, John was great. We needed that, and his stuff just keeps getting better to me. From what we saw last year through the spring, it improved, and so far this season, I really like the way he's throwing the ball.
What was it about him today that was so effective, do you think?
Yeah, I think the swing and miss pitches, being able to use that slider and be able to throw it for a strike, be able to throw it for a chase, the deception of it. You saw some really tough swings on it. You could see guys were having trouble picking him up. He made pitches on both sides of the plate, and he had just enough on the fastball. Fastball looks good. It's coming out without him trying to do too much, and that comes into play when you're talking about a guy being efficient enough to get through 7 innings.
Is that conversation to take him out easier when he's in the dugout rather than when you have to go out to the mound and ask for the ball?
Yeah, that's just part of the gig. So it's going to be like that every time. He was all right today. He knew he was about at his limit. And he gets through 7. I think he's going to typically be pretty pleased if he's got triple digits in pitches. He's pretty understanding. He knows it. He did really help us out with our bullpen, took it easy on a couple guys. Jordan felt good going out there. Actually, our bullpen was in better shape. I think I'm a whole lot more worried about him than they are. Everybody but Seth, and Seth was fine, but he wasn't going to pitch today. The rest of them all felt pretty good.
You see John buckle down and got guys in scoring position. Nobody really touched him in those situations.
He has a real nice idea of when to stretch the zone, and I think in those big situations, try and take advantage of a hitter's aggressiveness and knowing maybe those spots that they're going to be able to stretch the zone a little bit with, and then being able to execute. You can know all you want if you can't make the pitch. And we saw him do that a lot with the slider today, and we saw him throw some good changeups too. He's got some plus pitches, but it all revolves around whether he can locate the fastball, and he did that right from the top.
Did you talk about Long's rebound after he makes an error early and makes 2 nice plays and then gets a double after that?
Yeah, he was real good, and he's an exciting player. We want him to just, all we're preaching is aggressive. Be aggressive. Go after the ground balls aggressively, and then nice play on the pop up over behind the first base bag. He's a guy that is just going to need to keep going out there and making the plays, and every once in a while, one's going to go the way that you didn't expect it to, and you've got to be able to put it behind you and keep going. And he did. I thought exactly what you're saying, Rick. He kind of put it behind and put together some good at-bats and also looked for a way to make a big play.
This game is kind of an example of where he is in the spectrum, where much that play that he's made a million times, but then he does a couple of things that not so many other people on the field can do, like the stretch double and that range out in the right field.
Yeah, we know that he's an exciting player, and he is going to be able to do some things. His range is terrific. It's just you're going to have some of those mistakes that happen sometimes. It's what happens to young players, and it's all about how you can put it behind you. And I'd say he's doing a much better job of that than he's done at any other point in the last couple of years. And that's a huge statement for him, a huge improvement. So he's just going to keep working. He's been working real hard at just getting out there and getting comfortable. And a lot of times it's timing too. When you miss a ground ball, it sounds like it is something that you do a million times, but there's a timing mechanism to it.
You discussed Reynolds' contribution today?
Yeah, great day. Yeah, great day. Makes a nice play over at first base, made that look easier than what it was. And then, I know he's frustrated when he comes up early in the game with guys on base and lets a high breaking ball get past. But, driving the ball in the gap, this guy's got some thunder in his bat, and it's going to be nice to get him locked in to where we can bring him in a situation and know the other team's not real happy about it. And, overall, I thought he just had a good day.
You talked about the reinforcement that the coaching staff needs to have to be aggressive on the base paths. When Holiday steals a base like that, what's the trickle-down effect on the rest of them?
I think it just stays consistent with what you can say all you want, but if you don't open them up and let them do some things sometimes, depending on what the situation is, it's not going to carry much weight. But when you see Matt get the opportunity and take advantage of it and work out well, I think that does just reinforce what we're trying to say.
What you've seen of Matt Carpenter the last couple of days to start your offense?
Yeah, impressive. He's driving the ball hard, both gaps, and not trying to get big. He's taking nice short swings, and the ball's jumping off his bat and coming up with some of the biggest hits we've had. And he's just really in a nice spot right now.
A lot of good contact right from the start. Was it just a matter of time before some as well started dropping?
Well, you hope. Sometimes you go out there put together some good swings, and next thing you know, his pitcher's still standing out there in the 7th, and we haven't done anything. He didn't capitalize on some of the opportunities. But Jason Hayward's made some of the hardest outs for a young season, and like the way that he's swinging it. And yeah, we did make some loud outs, but good pitchers sometimes figure out how to get through those and make the adjustments. Fortunately, we were able to put a little together late.